All right, we are back with another episode of Safe on Talk. I think this is episode 8. That sounds right. But
Yo,
yeah, gonna be a fun show. I'm here with Chris as always. Gonna be talking some possible Steve Band and some Smash. KOF just dropped their Team Orochi trailer. They got 3 new characters coming out. Talk a little Rock City Runback, and then some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
hey,
Because I finally jumped on the
TMNT
bandwagon.
took you long enough.
Yeah, I know.
You should have been on it since it dropped.
I should have too. We could. Well, actually, let's start with Rock City Runback and Ultimatum.
Let's
Um,
do it.
I thought it was great. How was? The numbers. Was the turnout pretty good for summer? I want to preface
Yeah,
that by saying it
73.
is summer. So
73. 73 is always good. Like, kids go home, players go start visiting family and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
um, typically 70 is a really good number for monthlies. The thing about it is we start seeing new faces. So there's new people like, oh, I saw the ad on Facebook, I saw it on Instagram, and it's starting to let people know like, oh, yo, I didn't like I'm getting a lot of like, hey, I didn't know this was right in my own backyard. I didn't know we had this in Rochester. So it's good to see that people are finding us. Then when they find us, they enjoy what they find. That's always the biggest thing. Cause you can bring people here and then like the fucking community sucks and people are like I'm not coming back here. But we always have a pretty welcoming community in Rochester. So that's really dope that we have a bunch of people who make you feel like, yeah, I gotta come back here again. This place is dope.
yeah, for sure. And I thought, I had a blast. It's always fun. I can't ever see myself not having a good time
Yeah.
at a Rock City Runback. So yeah,
I,
that's
I
awesome.
one thing I just let the team know is like because I'm always tweaking what does it look like, what do we have to change, what do we have to do. And I think that's just a normal TO thing. Like anybody who really cares about their event and really cares about what the community wants and needs, like and they're not just trying to get a quick buck out of the community. Which I'll be honest, it's very the number of TOs who just want to get a couple dollars real quick is very slim.
Yeah,
Obviously they exist. There's no profession that has everybody. Somebody's gonna be a slime ball somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is. But
yeah,
there's most TOs like yo, like I really want my community, and they willing to do what it takes. So as a TO, man, I'm always looking at like what did we do? How did things go? What did y'all think? Did they feel well when they came in? Was there any were moments? Was there enough setups? And that's so I'm always looking at stuff like that. And the main thing I want to see is like I noticed after people get eliminated, it's not enough casual setups. On the Smash side, it's like it feels like it's 20 setups on Smash every time.
yeah,
It's just like having enough for the FGC side to like, okay, I got bounced, but I still want to get some sets in with Destin before he leaves. I want to get some sets in with Jeremiah before he goes. I'm working on that and make this kind of stuff, so people can rock out a little bit afterwards. Um, and I noticed some tournaments, man, they run long. Man, King of Fighters runs long. Naruto runs long. Street Fighter can run long sometimes. And then there's a couple games that just like you got to start them early because they just take a minute to run, man. So
yeah,
just changing time slots and all that. But I think overall the event went well. I still want to see them numbers jump to the hundreds like we were before.
yeah,
At one point in time, we were averaging, for about a 6-7 month span, we were averaging about 102 players per tournament. And so my obviously my goal is to get us back in there, not just for numbers' sake, but just because the more people are there, the more people are there playing the games, and it's more opportunities to interact with people. And you need to learn the Nago matchup for what reason, there's 16 more chances that there's a Nago player there. You know what I'm
yeah. I mean,
saying? So
we
stuff
all
like
know
that.
the damn reason. We all need to learn that fucking matchup. But that was gonna be my next question though. Did Max end up winning? Because I left before the end.
Of course he did, man.
Yeah.
Max.
Wait. Now the
Listen,
real
the funny
question
the
though.
kid,
Do you know if he 3-0'd him in the grand finals?
the last kid he played, the kid was like, "Yo, man, like he just blew me up, bro." As soon as
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said that, I already knew it was, man. I, I literally think we could run Guilty Gear, and again, this is not being funny, but I think we could run Guilty Gear because it's so fast. We could start it at like, because we got to be out by 9. I think we could
Yeah.
start Guilty Gear at like 8:10, and the tournament would be done
yeah,
by 8:50. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah.
to just go like that. I was watching. I'm like, damn. In 11 seconds, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, so
So
and
if he
it's a
got,
lot of that, man. I've been seeing some ones like, huh?
so you said he came out and he said he got blown up. You think Max 3-0'd him?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you know what that means? I was the
What does that
only
mean?
one to take a game off of Max Sama that entire tournament, baby. 1-3.
You know what? You know what I could do? I could check the shallows just to make sure I'm right.
Well, no, they don't
Go ahead.
update the final matches. That's I checked it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to ask Chris because they don't say if he 3-0'd the last people. But I was like, I hope Max 3-0's him so I can just bust some balls next time and be like,
I'm almost certain, bro. Like
it's like I
his
guess I'm the
knockout
only
was
one
scary.
that can beat you once. But it
That's
was
it.
funny though because in our match that he lost, I think he isn't used to certain things with a new patch, and
Yeah.
he blood popped like twice. So that's literally the only reason I won is because he like screwed up his
Hey,
meter, and I was like, I'll fucking
blood.
take it.
Hey, you still can get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, you got it. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, that's funny.
Exploit people. You heard that, Max? You a fraud. You a blood fraud.
Yeah, wasn't bad. Oh, you know what's funny is so I brought those two sheet pizzas, and
Mm.
I was
Thank
like,
you, by the way, man.
was it?
Those.
You're cutting out a
See
little
those.
bit. What'd you say?
I said thank you, by the way. People were happy to see those.
Oh yeah, people came up like went out of their way to find me to tell me thank you, and I really appreciated it. And I think like 2 or 3 people followed the channel from the sign. Um,
Dope community, man.
in the beginning, I got nervous because no one was eating, and then I was like, oh shit, well I guess maybe I can just bring if I do this again, I can just bring one sheet. I was like, that's cool. And then Kyle announced it on the bullhorn
And everybody came.
that there was free pizza. And then went through both sheets in like an hour and a half, and it went from I guess I can just get one to well you ain't getting fucking three. So people,
Right.
it ain't going to
Listen,
three. But
as soon as they announced it, people came like, "Hey, Chris!" Like I just saw a bunch of heads sticking my door. Like, "Yay! Where's the lounge? How do I get to the lounge area?" Oh, you go left, right. Da, da, da. So yeah, as soon as they announced it, man, I was like, "Oh, that piece is gone."
yeah,
I thought they weren't eating because I know people get pre-tournament jitters too, though. Like some people cannot eat before a tournament because they'll throw up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's what I thought too. I was like, oh, maybe once they eliminate it, about halfway through the tournament, pizza will be a little cold, but we got a microwave in it anyway. Who cares? You know?
yeah. The I was like, you want me to grab you some pizza? And you're like, nah, I've set my freaking chest on fire, and I have like super bad acid reflux. I take like 2 medicines for it. And after you said that, I was like, yeah, maybe this is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, fucking enough. I have two
Mm-hmm.
pieces. It's the sauciest pizza in the fucking world. And like 20 minutes later, I'm walking to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, 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 okay. I should have fucking Chris, that's official. Chris is smarter than I am. So like
Hey,
I had a little bit of the jitters and I was like, great, now I'm friggin' got fire chest going. So, yeah, it wasn't bad pizza, but God, it was just covered in sauce, just doused. But it was good though. Yep.
when I looked at it, I said, "Oh yeah, I can't touch that pizza." I had no Tums in sight, so I said, "Yeah, let me just." I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna go 4 hours with my chest on fire, or have to leave the tournament to go buy Tums. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was great to see, but I didn't touch it because I like my chest.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring Tom's next time. I got like Sam's Club, like bulk size. They're like, man, has your whole family got heartburn? I'm like, no, it's just for me.
That's just for a tournament. Don't worry about
Mm,
it.
just yeah,
We'll be here. We'll be here. Nah, it was good though. Overall, the event went well. I'm always and it's always dope, man. It's always dope to see so many people who will come to a tournament and just come like, yo, I'm just here to have fun or I'm here to get better. And some people just come to have a good time. They know they're not good at a game, or they know they're mediocre at a game. They're not expecting to go home. Every now and then they get surprised because the bracket gods help them out, and they end up in third or fourth place or something like that, or they hit top eight, or they're just outside of top eight. But for the most part, man, you could tell. And it's funny, we actually were just talking about that, and I was like, what can I keep doing that makes it fun for people who aren't the top players? Because what I notice is there's a lot of people who kind of acquiesce to what top players want, and they kind of dictate their tournaments and events off what top players won. I never believed in that. Like, I obviously
Yeah.
I respect them what they do, but Dustin, I don't believe in like only the top players. We should listen to them and it should go this way. Like, man, fuck. Like, it's people here who wanna they wanna have a good time and they know they're not gonna win a tournament. And the 0-2 people, 1-2 people, 2-2 people are just as important, if not more important, than the top names.
Yeah.
It's one thing if a top player is coming and it causes 40 people to show up. It's another thing if a top player coming and it actually stops people from coming because they know they're not gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we get a little mix of that. So like my thing is always like, well, what do we do? That's why we do free for all smash. That's why we do amateur brackets. That's why I want to have more casual setups. That's why I brought out the Sega and the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. That's why I brought the Galaga machine over there, just so people can have fun and do something different. Kind of take the edge off at a tournament, but also once they're done, there's still something to do. There's still a reason to hang around and have a good time, you know?
Yeah. You had
So
a
that's
Sega and a SNES? I didn't even
yeah, man.
notice
You ain't see
that.
it over there?
No.
Oh, you a
Was it
bum.
was
You
it
ain't
on the
go.
Smash side?
No, it was on the FGC side.
Oh, how the fuck didn't I see that?
When you
What?
first walk in to the left, right next to the Gallagher machine.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
put
don't
some
know.
big ass balloons next to it next time so
You're
people can
gonna
look
need
at it.
to. Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
walked right up to the Galaga machine once, but yeah, that's weird. It's fucking with my head now that I didn't notice that. But
it's all
did you
right.
have
Things happen,
like the CRT TV, the tube?
huh?
Did you have like
Yeah,
the?
I brought both of them over there.
I'm fucking
You didn't
blind.
see me about to
I
break
must
my
have been
forearms trying
when
to.
I was in that room. I must have been fucking nervous or something. Cause I was like, tell me, and like, there's all these skinny ass monitors I see, but then you got the big boy TVs over there, and I didn't even notice they
Yo,
existed.
you know what it is though? We had a lot going on too. With registration, just a lot of names and people coming in the door. So sometimes you're paying attention to the conversation and people talking, and you're not even looking for big ass TVs. So I understand that. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a real thing. But overall, Jay, Dustin, I always, it's hard to explain to you. The night before is so hard. I don't know if you do this. Does this happen to you too? Like it's hard to sleep before a tournament?
Yeah, like a little. It was the only time it was hard for me to sleep before a tournament was that first tournament where I came in second, and
Mm,
I was so nervous because I knew that the only reason, like, I hadn't really played that much after that, and I knew it
yeah.
was mostly because it was like, um, it was mostly because the game was new, and I played a
Yeah.
rushdown character. I knew that
Okay.
was the main reason, and I knew that was going to be expected of me, and I was going to be the two seed,
Ah.
and I knew there was still going to be a lot of people. That's what made me nervous, is that I knew I wouldn't be able to do as well as I did the first time, and I didn't. But I think that
You
was the only
think it's
thing.
just because you didn't put enough work in? Because like you're
That oh
not a bad
yeah,
bro. I watched you. I watched you. Like
that's like no,
it's not. Oh, I'm his
that's
ass, and I
that's most
lucked
of the
up
reason.
second.
I just didn't practice. I just didn't.
Yeah,
I just wasn't playing as
man.
much.
Don't down yourself like that. Shit. I watched you play, Dustin. You're a good player, bro.
Yeah,
You
I'm.
just, you don't grind. It's like yo, dude. They not because you be busy. So I understand that. I'm not talking shit, but like there's people that come in here, bro, Tuesday and Thursday. They in here playing Guilty Gear, grinding, trying to get their combos, and they're hitting max up. Max, what do I do this when he's 6Ps right here and all? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like you couldn't come in second again. Like you came in second out of a 30 fucking what 31 man bracket, 30-man bracket. So
Something like that. But
yeah,
yeah,
man,
no,
that shit
I'm
ain't
not
no
a
joke,
bad
bro.
player, but yeah, I just don't practice
No,
enough. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not. But I was just saying that's the only time I lost sleep is because now that like it's more down to earth, like they know I
yeah,
don't like I'm not a sweat as hard
yeah.
as they probably thought like that I might have been. Like now it's not that bad. But anyway, sorry. What? So you're talking about you can't the nights before the tournament you have a hard
I
time
just
sleeping just because.
it's just hard to sleep, man. Just because like uh, because I play, I TON, I play right, like MK, like it's weird. It's my tournament, but I still get nervous when I pick that control up and sit down on the sticks. I just get nervous. Like I not no, nowhere near as much as I used to, right? But like the
Yeah.
night before, man, it's hard to sleep. My mind is formulating what's going on, what's about to happen, who's getting there, what time we're gonna be here, when the rush come. Tournaments, there was always like and I don't know if it's a thing that I'm enjoying or whatever, but like, I could see like the joy on people's faces when they walked in the door for a Smash tournament or for a FGC tournament. Like they would be there if the doors open at 10 and I told people doors open at 10, 15, they sitting outside just chilling, waiting. And I know because I would pull up at 9:20, like, damn, how long y'all been here? Oh, about 5 minutes, Chris. What's up? And I'm like, damn. The doors don't even open for 45 minutes. Y'all in here already? So like there's this anticipation that I just want to make sure that I'm there on time. People aren't waiting on me to set up the day before, to close down, the break down the day of, and all that type of shit. Just all the things that can happen. Do I have enough change for registration? Do we have enough change for the payouts? All that kind of stuff, man. So just like my mind is like constantly racing, and I like literally have to like almost just like shut my eyes and make myself go to sleep because like I'll just be up all night thinking about the random shit that could happen. And then on top of that, being a competitor too, like just trying to at least be decent in MK when I play. And then some of the random stuff we do, like having fun with the free for all smash, it's just a lot. So like I try to make sure that everybody has a good experience. And I hate when people walk away and they couldn't do what they want to do. Like we ran Tekken late, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so because we ran Tekken late, somebody from Buffalo had to go back. Like, yo, I couldn't even compete because like they took too long to start. And so like that, I take shit like that personally because I'm like, damn, like what happened, you know?
Yeah.
So, but again, like when you run in Dragon Ball Fighters, you know how long fighters take, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, KOF and
So,
Dragon Ball are unreal, and like
Jesus, yo, I thought people were bullshitting and just like over exaggerating. No, it really takes
it takes
forever from
fucking
shits to
forever.
go.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn,
I mean,
that's crazy. But anyway,
yeah, but
what?
you know what? You're right though because I always forget that I ran with John. I ran the Wings on Deck tournaments and we did like 5 or 6 of
Yeah,
those. And you're right.
yeah,
Like the night before, I was super fucking nervous. And probably had a hard time sleeping. So, um,
yeah.
just little stupid shit too. Like because we did it at Mason's
Right,
a bunch of
right.
times and like shit. I was like, fuck, people are gonna have to find parking. And there was like a lot like hard to like explain to people where it was, and it was like the most
Yep.
stressful thing. And I'm like, people are just gonna fucking drive home. They're not even gonna like. They're gonna be like, where do we park? It's like, oh, so you take a
Yeah.
left, and then you're gonna see two cats. If there's a black and a white one, you went too far. You want the two white cats. They're gonna take it. And I was like, people aren't gonna fucking come. And like, they're
No,
not
man.
gonna stay. And like, I got mad paranoid. And they did. And they all did fine. They all did as well as
Yeah,
expected. But
Wings of Deck are great tournaments to do. I think it's good for the community to have stuff like that. Like, contrary to popular belief, I'm not one of those people who feel like everything should. Like, obviously, I want most of the stuff to be coming through AGN, and like, I want to do as much as we can for the community. But like, we're not the only people here, bro. So to
yeah,
think that we're the only entity that could run stuff and bring people a good time is unrealistic. But so I think Wings on Deck was dope, man. Just a different atmosphere. Some people
yeah,
who want to come hang out, grab a couple beers, get some wings. Like it's a different atmosphere. I think it's dope. And
yeah, yeah,
shit, when y'all ready to bring it back, let me know. I'm in there.
yeah. Different atmosphere is a fun way of saying, give some of these dudes alcohol. It shit gets a little interesting. Well, what's his name? Joel? Joel?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Oh, Joe
That
is
dude
a
used to
fucking
crack me up.
yo,
He was a monster.
yo. When
I had
he
to,
gets
he'd do bets with people, and I bartended him, and he was like, he'd make bets with people, and whoever won had to had to
yep,
drink any
yep,
cocktail the other person made, so they just have me
yep.
make the grossest shit, and like
And they be
I don't know, it was a good
listen.
time. That was a good time.
Joel, and you know what's crazy? Joel is nasty at Guilty Gear. So were you
Is
were
he?
you around for Gary?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tall Gary,
So yeah, talk Asian Gary.
Asian Gary.
So
Yeah, yeah,
Gary and Joel literally are like two of the best Guilty Gear players. Gary just travels the world with his wife now, just like, all right, I'm cool now. Thanks for the FCC memories, guys. And then Joel is just like, can I troll here? Probably not. I ain't coming. That's literally like
yeah.
there was a stretch where it was like either Joel or Gary, and they both were bored because nobody could beat them in Guilty Gear. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So,
So it was
so
just
like
them
they're
in grand finals every time.
pretty much like that you weren't there for that, but it was a tournament where their names were Tape Mix CD, CD Mixtape, Tape CD Mix, and it was something else. Like
Hmm.
so having to call their names out throughout the tournament was a pain in the ass because we was trying to figure out who's who. And they did that on purpose just to troll. So when we called their name out, they could be like, "What? Who was it? Say it one more time." It's like, "Fuck both of y'all. Get over here. Y'all know it's y'all."
Oh, that's been funny. No, I wasn't around for that. That's
But yeah,
good.
they're really great players. And on top of that, like Joe loves to troll. So like I do miss him coming around because it was just so fun to watch him talk and hype shit up and blow people up and it just disappear like, oh, your ass, you should come drink next time. Maybe you're a better player when you're drunk,
Yeah,
just shit like
yeah.
that.
That's funny.
Never
All right.
malicious though. I'll say that. Never malicious.
Yeah. Oh no, no, no. Joe's a
Yeah.
sweetheart. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of trash talk in the fighting game
Yeah,
community.
man.
It's good
It's
for
swimming.
everybody.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
What's
move
next?
on to what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about the Steve ban, or you want to talk some TMNT?
Oh, let's go to the Steve man.
All right, let's
Let's
do
talk
the
about
Steve
that
ban.
because this ain't gonna take long. It's just yo, I don't know if you noticed. Like I'm much more connected with the Smash community now. They do not want Steve legal in tournaments. Like they are Reddits about it. People are doing
Yeah,
polls about it. People are going heavy on the fuck Steve shit. Like they just don't want him in the game. Like I don't know because Steve could do so much, right? Like they were like, yo, I can't do this. And part of why they want Steve banned is because it's part of the reason why when we used to try to you remember when Smash had customs.
customs.
Yeah, so basically it was like you could pick you know how you could with the me sword fighter and brawler and the me gunner you can pick your move sets. You can pick 4 moves and
Oh,
those
okay.
4 moves.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of remember
You
that.
could do that with every character back on Smash 4, the one on Wii U, right?
Yeah,
We tried to run customs. People was like, hell nah, it's too many options to cover. It's too many things to remember. We hate it. We just play the game regular, right? Sakurai will be just is. I know sometimes Sakurai won't fuck with the Smash community because like as much as I love Smash and how big as big as it is, like Smash literally neutered the game down to like 6 stages. Fucking probably five now. 5 stages. You know, no extra nothing, no items, no free for all, barely any
yeah,
doubles.
yeah,
So like I know if I made the game to be um played in just a wide variety of ways, and y'all take this most smallest minute window and only play that way, it would probably get me as a developer too. You know what I'm saying? But man, they don't fuck with Steve because it just feel like it's too many options and Steve can do too many things and there's too many ways that you have to approach Steve. And I'm like, listen, it's much as I'm not a get good player, I am a like, yo, just adjust. Like I know it sucks. I played against Steve on multiple occasions. That shit is crazy sometimes. You be like, damn, how did you do that? And I played against like not even great Steves. Like we have some really top tier Steves here in Rochester. There's like 3 of them in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And so like the shit that I watch it, if you go look at stream, like you see it all over. Like the shit Steve can do to you is almost crazy.
yeah. I got
I
a
just don't
video.
keep abandoning players.
You could see my
Yeah, run
screen,
it.
right? You good?
Yeah, run it.
Okay.
He's like, all right, I'm just going to jump
So-
away or disengage, not even going to attempt to punish it. We know that move is safe.
Oh, the block makes
So,
such a weird
This is
interaction.
so. This is what I take from it, and it seems like a pretty rudimentary. Because again, I don't play Smash. But basically, so he
I
gets
swear to God, right.
distance, and then he just builds a wall, and then
Yep.
he can build a bench, get like a powered up weapon, and then
Mhm.
just
And
and
you
that's
can
the
mine
setup.
while you're doing that.
It's
Yep.
like, yo, you got to come over here, or I'll get so powered up, I'll fucking be perfectly fine going over there. Like, is that basically what it is?
Brave
It's
soul.
scary.
Oh
Because
my
once a
God.
Steve
think
gets
at that point he
diamond,
was
it's
like, I'm in
scary.
too deep. Like,
Yeah. So he's gonna get a little distance here. One hit.
Look at
He's
that.
gonna mine. He's gonna build a wall.
oh my God.
So Fox can't rush down anymore.
Look at this.
So now he's
Right, and
gotta
you gotta
now
approach
he's gotta
very
kind of
careful.
take it.
Has the platform above
Yup.
him, the wall.
And he gets diamond,
Oh,
and he can
wait.
just
Got some tricks.
Yeah,
the up
That's it.
smash.
That's
Yeah.
it.
He drops those up smashes so.
So I know Light is the main one, I believe, right? Who said he doesn't want it in here anymore.
Right. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So well, what do you officially think? You think he needs to be
Listen,
changed? You think he needs to be banned?
no.
You think people
Leave
need to
Steve in the
adapt?
game. People need to adapt. You have to remember something too, Destin, and it's something that got brought up, and I didn't realize it till later on. Every character in that game was not made for 1v1s. Every character in that game was not made with the Smash community and the Smash 1v1s and the tournaments in mind. Some characters were made for doubles. Some characters were made for free for all. Some characters were made for 3v3, 4v4. Like some characters were made with items in mind to cover some of their shortcomings and stuff like that. So when you take all that to account in consideration, and let's be honest, Smash has like out of all the games, I would say probably Tekken and Smash has like the biggest rosters with the most viable characters to choose from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like it's not like, all right, if I want to win tournaments or be good, I only can choose these 11 characters. Smash literally has like or 50 characters, you can legitimately say, "Yo, I can win a tournament with this." And the circumstances don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And the sun doesn't have to shine at a certain angle, and Yu-Gi-Oh comes and plays the bandage card. Like all that stuff doesn't have to happen for you to win a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like so. But I want to remind players and characters, like I understand how frustrating it can be to play against a character that feels really tough and like just feels like you do a lot. But that's also part of the game, developing a meta and developing strategies that counteract that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's also part of it. Think about it when you make that breakthrough, like, oh shit, I just figured it out. And then when you come with that tech video, people go, how many times have we seen tech video just blow up all over the community because
Yeah.
they finally figured out this is how you approach it. This is what you do when Steve builds a wall. This is what you do for this character. So it's possibilities out there. I think people just don't want to lab it necessarily, or people's like right now they're so tilted because they're getting smashed with it. So I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay. Leave Steve in the game, bro. There's no need to bash anybody, to ban anybody. The only thing I remember that made kind of sense banning was double cloud in doubles, just because it was just stupid. And I don't, cloud hadn't been nerfed the way that he is now, to where like some of that shit isn't just like ridiculously devastating. Other than that, man, leave Steve in the game. I know it's frustrating. I know it. I know it. I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want to deal with it. Steve has a lot of options. I understand that, but people still blow Steve up, and Steve is not winning every tournament. So come
Yeah.
off that. Come
Yeah.
off that.
And again, the excuse me, the tournament that this was a 16 player invitational too. That like
Right.
set this up. So it's not like this, and I think he was what, 16 that set
Yeah.
this off.
Yeah.
It's not like he beat like 200 of the greatest Smash players. Like with a 16 person tournament, you can just have a good set of matches,
Have a good
and
run.
you got a chance. So um
And you saw it. Steve is annoying. We saw it. We know this. Anybody who plays Smash who's played against a Steve, you're like, what the fuck is going on? But you got to be patient. You got to approach, and you just kind of got to outthink a Steve
yeah.
player, and you got to lab it. You got to know what Steve can do, right? And the thing right now is a lot of Steve players. I think the meta is developing faster for Steve than other players can keep up. So I think it's frustrating right now. Give
Yeah.
it a couple months, give it some time, and I can almost guarantee the ban Steve shit will be a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People will laugh about it. So
Yeah, I'm sure they'll
that's
figure
my
it out.
take on it.
It looks so simple, like the build a wall, and it's like, and my first thought was just jump over the fucking wall, and then I saw him do that up volcano cube, and I
uh-huh.
go,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay.
That's
I'm
why you want
kind
to
of
jump over
getting the
that wall.
trick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, come on over. Just set me for an upper.
Because it
But
gives you one less way to approach. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yep,
And I think
exactly.
just losing that one way um severely hurts some people, especially play characters that aren't mobile. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it.
They won't ban him. I don't think.
No, you
I,
shouldn't. You
I
shouldn't.
just think it's someone a little upset that they haven't figured out how to beat someone yet. But
That's
Uh,
all. That's
we'll
all.
see. There's a couple big tournaments coming up. They were talking about it, saying, let's see how he does in a much bigger thing than a 16 invitational
Well, we've already seen it.
before
Like
we start clutching a
Pound
ban
has
hammer.
happened. Pound has happened already. Like get on my level has happened. It's coming up. Uh, so we've already had major tournaments where Steve didn't win. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say. Like it's not like every major so far a Steve player has won. That's not the case. And
yeah,
if that was the case, then like remember when 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 Leroy dropped in Tekken and that first top 8 had 7 Leroys, then it was like, all right, this dude need to be nerfed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I I understand that, but like just to ban a character because you don't want to lab it or learn it, or because it's frustrating because you haven't figured out the meta to it. That I don't think that ain't good for the game. You know.
Yeah, that Leroy shit was annoying because I love watching Tekken, but there's a couple tournaments I was like, I'm so fucking sick of seeing this character. Like I'm gonna change it because it's not even hype because I'm just so sick of seeing him pimp stick people just the
Yeah,
entire fucking
yeah.
tournament.
That shit was
It was just
strong.
so
That shit was
stupid.
strong.
But
That shit was strong. Made me want to pick up Leroy.
yeah.
I knew it was real when I was beating Jason with Leroy, and I hadn't played Tekken. Jason was so tilted when he beat me finally. He got up, popped off on me. I said, Jason, how could you talk to me in that manner? But I
Jason.
get it. Like you said, he was tilted.
That's
Fucking
funny.
Leroy, he's the Christian's ass a Tekken. How is he even hanging with me? And Leroy's broke it. It's true.
Uh,
Anyways,
Yeah. So before we move on, I want people to know I know
What's up?
that the Chris's cam, your audio is perfectly fine, but your camera's been freezing a lot, and I just think like the stream's fine, but your camera's been freezing. I think it's just because you're on college internet, so people might be doing stuff and all that. So it's not a destroyer, but I just didn't want anyone to think like, did they not
Okay.
notice that it's doing this sometimes? It's like, no, I see it, but
We
it
see
is
it.
what it
I
is. It
didn't. I
is what
didn't
it is.
know. It looks perfectly fine from my end, so I wouldn't know
Yeah. So
because I'm looking at myself the whole time.
it's not terrible. Like, I mean, it's not good, but I just wanted to make it known that I am aware of it, but it's one of those it is what it is things. We can't really change that.
Right,
So
right, right. Good look, good look.
sometimes people are doing stuff on the Bryant Stratton internet. The upload speed might be a little lower. So yeah. So KOF dropped a new trailer for some new characters.
All right.
Um, Team Awakened Orochi. Um, we'll check this out. I watched it halfway through, I believe, and they look pretty dope. And then there's a little bit of announcement at the end too.
Orochi Yashiro.
You know what my first thought was?
What?
This looks just like you. They nailed it. Uh, so that's coming in August, and then they did
Ooh, August. Okay.
and then they did a see, I didn't know about this, but apparently KOF 98 is getting rollback.
Can you hear me? Cause you just faded out. I cannot hear you anymore.
I could hear you. Is it back?
Justin, come back.
Can you still not hear me?
Uh-oh.
See, this is funny because now he can't hear me, but his camera seems to be better. Oh, okay. See if I can get Chris back real quick. I'll let this ride again while I do this.
Whoa, check it out! A new challenger is ready to brawl!
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
What the heck, man? What happened?
Chris. Team Awakened Orochi!
Hold on 1 second, D.
All right. Well, he's gonna figure this out. Oh, the reason that all of a sudden you can't hear me, but yeah. So apparently I didn't know this. KOF 98 is gonna get rolled back. I guess. And they're gonna add some modes. I know KOF 98, although I never played it. I know of it pretty well, just because there's like diehard fans that are all about 98. So this doesn't surprise me. That Ultimate Match Final Edition is gonna be popular, and it is available now, which is pretty cool. So that just released. I think the Orochi team looks kind of dope. I like that it has like a team. I like the Team Awakened thing. Uh, I just like that. Like you can literally, if you want to learn these three characters, have a Team Orochi. I think it's pretty dope. Still not my kind of game, but at least they're doing some cool things. So excited for that. See if Chris is gonna get this back. Ugh. Well, we always have technical difficulties a little bit before the show. I think this is the first time that this shit's actually happened during the show, which is kind of frustrating. But
Yo,
you hear me? No.
can you hear me now? Oh. No, I can't hear you no more. What the heck?
I think we just have to reconnect
Egg
on
McMuffin.
Discord.
I don't like it.
You like Egg McMuffins? I don't even know if I want to fucking connect to them anymore.
All right. I'll try reconnecting on Discord.
Still can't hear me? Yeah, once he restarts Discord, it should be better. Mm. Oh, you know what? That's more appropriate. Can you hear me?
Yo,
Can you hear me?
I have no idea what happened. I can't hear you. I didn't hit nothing on my end. The moment I muted. What the flim flam? Yeah, Pro X is still selected.
Let me restart mine completely. Quit Discord.
What the heck? Yo,
Yep.
microphone Pro X communication.
Still can't hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
No, I can't hear you.
Let me check my
Let's see,
settings,
let's
but it
see
should
here.
look good.
Microphone Pro X. I don't know what the heck. Dang, it's hating on our dope ass podcast.
Wait another 30 seconds, see if figured out, then we might have to end the show early, unfortunately. Man, which sucks, because I really wanted to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yo.
Hey.
Oh, that was me testing the audio. Duh. What the heck, man?
But, I was really excited to talk about it, but we can always save it for next week.
Listen, I can't hear you, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
My nose so itchy. I promise I'm not doing crack. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened, bro. It makes me sad because I want to talk about turtles.
Yeah, me too. All right, so yeah, that's gonna do it. We'll be here
Maybe I
next
should drop out
Tuesday.
of this and then come back.
Anything that we didn't talk about, that we had to, especially I wanted to talk some nostalgia with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But we'll be back next Tuesday. We apologize, everyone. But
I have
thanks
no
for
idea
tuning
why
in.
it's doing that. It's stupid.
This video will be up Thursday or Friday. So if you follow on YouTube, that's when
I
you'll
don't know, bro.
usually see it. And then if you aren't followed on YouTube, we'd highly appreciate that. Just a follow and a subscribe and, a comment if you watch one of the shows and something, because comments help too. So, yeah. So we will talk to you guys next Tuesday. We love y'all. Thanks for watching, and we are out.